Peace, family. Okay. I'm going to give everyone some time to come into the chat room. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Well, still the weekend, Saturday night. Saturday Night Live.
Hi, I'm Phil Mickelson. I've been fortunate.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't know it does that. So yes, Saturday night, it's raining. It's been raining all day long. It's supposed to rain this whole weekend. I'm in Dallas. So yes, it's been a busy day. Worked, run some errands, pay some bills. Yeah, busy, busy, busy. Everyone, Peace family in the chat room, can you please share this link so everyone can know that I am doing a live stream now. This is a good topic. Some of you guys may want to join in. And thank you for the love. Thank you for the new subscribers. Yes, thank you so much. Let me put the link in the chat room for you guys who want to join the panel in this discussion. Yes. Let me see. 6 Dynasty Media. Yes, yes, yes. Peace, brother. Your live stream was fire today. And Sonetta went ahead and visited your chat room. That's love. Straightforward, loose screw, DC. Yes. Snap Pablo, GoldMind, Ken, Dr. YaYa, Drew. Peace. Who is this?
GoldMind.
Oh, Peace. I don't think you ever been on my live stream before.
Nah, that's the first time. I've been listening.
Okay.
Stop all those beans.
Hi. Is that a boy or a girl?
That's my daughter.
Hey.
Oh, hi. She's too cute. How old is she?
3.
Oh, okay. So she's Y. Every time you tell her to do something, she at that Y stage.
Yes.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Tell again. Say Black Power Queen.
Black Power Queen.
Black Power Queen.
Black Power Queen.
Oh, you too cute.
But it's funny the subject
my
that
mom
you
and
got.
daddy, mom and daddy and granny, more ways.
Okay, baby.
You know, kids would tell everything.
Ain't you Aquarius too?
Uh-oh.
It's very funny though.
So what was you saying, GoldMind?
I said it's very funny the topic that you got. I've been having conversation after conversation concerning that.
Yes, yes, I thought about it. Straightforward have been dropping mad videos, family. So I'm asking you guys to show him love. Subscribe to his page, Straightforward TV. He's in the chat room. And also 6 Dynasty Media. They've been dropping a lot of videos and live stream. And I've been watching a lot of their videos, and that's how I came up with the topic, because it's all surrounded with our history is slavery. And not too many cultures can identify with that, because with their history, it's no slavery attached.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And that what makes us so special, because, you know, we are the most mistreated race on the face of the earth.
Still, to this day, it ain't just the slavery so-called times, it's still proceeding to this day. So that's what makes it so unique. And we have been the champions of everybody else's triumph from whatever they went through, whether it was in-house, you know what I'm saying, or them fighting the people that's persecuting us, fighting amongst each other. We've always been there for the righteous. cause, you know what I'm saying, of stopping the
Yeah.
persecution, whoever it was. So it's time that we stand up for ourselves and not feel ashamed of doing so.
Right, right. And so with that being said, it's we already unique, but as far as injustice, we're way up there. It's no other race that can compete. And I remember watching Red Pill, not Red Pill, I think it was Blue Pill, Red Pill, one of them. They were on Brother Rich channel, and they said that 2016 is going to be the year for melanated people. And he's right, but I thought it would be in a good way.
Right.
But bad news is still news either way it goes. Good news, bad news. But when we transition into 2016, we have lost a lot of great people that had contributed to our culture and our history and reclaiming our culture.
Right. Right.
You know, and it just blew me away. Like Natalie Cole, her father made history on television, and he was a dark-skinned, melanated brother. He wasn't light-skinned. He wasn't mixed. He was a dark-skinned brother that integrated to television. He had a late night show, and then for her to break the history of remaking his song with his video and her video as a green stream, she made history with that itself.
Right.
And she talked about him to remind people of who her father was, even though I think he died at the age of 44, which 44 is a powerful number.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You know?
Talks about that.
Yes. So it's and we lost Maurice White. He made us want to embrace Egypt, Kemet. You see what I'm saying? Because it was the forgotten civilization within our Black history culture. Because I remember even in elementary school, they never talked about Egypt for Black history.
Not at all. Not at all.
So even when you think back, going to school, learning about our culture, the only time they would touch on Africa as a continent is when we were brought here as slaves. That's as far as it goes.
Yeah, I even had teachers go as far as to say, what have Africans contributed to society? And they would make sure they didn't teach us anything that they contributed to society. Like I was having a talk with my cousin today, like I was saying about the subject, and he's kind of at a state where he see what we up against. He's conscious, but he's not righteous. So he's aware what we up against, but he has these moments where he want to cower out. But I was telling him, I was like, you got to think, even the people, a lot of the people that they gave us during Black History Month were the heroes that they gave us. You see what I'm saying? So we got to go deeper and look at those people. A lot of those people that you just named, they definitely didn't speak about them in Black History Month. Like we constantly making history, but they limited to a time when they was in control of our inventions, a time when they was in control of our hearts and minds, where we did things to make their life better, more so than make our lives better. You know, even with the entertainment and all that stuff, I had to give up a lot of things in my young days, you know, that I considered what I wanted to do, like sports, and even I was a preacher at like 16. But once I realized what was going on, I had to make a decision. Like I even lost my mother for a couple of years, you know, as far as speaking to me because of those decisions.
That's your phone going off, huh?
Yeah. Like I have a lot of the family call me at different times of the night. You know, I'm always an open ear. I mean, you know, I'm always here to listen to my people. But like I was saying, you know, I had lost my mother behind me stepping down from preaching at like, I started at 15, but by the time I was like 17, I started realizing what was going on behind the closed doors and dealing with the slavery, like realizing the pulpit was where they used to chain the preachers up and they would pull them if they started saying things that would liberate the people, you know what I'm saying, or make them want to liberate themselves. So, you know, there was certain passages I couldn't so-called speak about But the first time I stood up there, my passage was about, have I made you an enemy for telling you the truth? So from then on, it's about that. And once I realized I couldn't speak that truth on that platform, I've been, speaking to my people anywhere I see them, anywhere I run across them. But that slavery chip is definitely in us to a point. We treat each other in that manner. We count each other pockets. When I was coming up and trying to figure out life in the 90s, that was something as men, we couldn't do. You never counted a man's pockets and referenced that as a status. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have all the money in the world, but I wouldn't be like, bro, I'm gonna let you slide on some foul stuff if you doing something wrong because you got money. I can't say money don't make the man. We make the money, and it's only a tool. So it go right through your hand if you're doing what you're supposed to do with it. So it really is something that it goes back to slavery. We treated certain slaves certain ways if they had certain privileges, and that money gives certain black people in their mind certain privileges. They too comfortable to stand up, and be men. It was meant to fight on all levels. We can't tell each other how to fight, but we gotta fight.
Wow, I mean, that's powerful what you just said, because that statement you just made is actually a street code that we have forgotten. Money don't make anyone, but it's a status quota of an image in that person world. So if you're connected into that person world just to get a glimpse of how well they're doing financially, because they're always flossing it, then you do put them on a high pedestal. And it's that a type of side effect of slavery, because I do believe that after slavery and we were free, even if one had more money than the other, it just seemed like we were more unified to put our money together to make sure that this group that I'm a part of, if I come up, they're going to come up. If I know some type of number scheme, that's what the government may call it, but numbers is a universal language, that's been here for time after time. So if we master the number and use that number to enrich our pockets, then what's wrong with me sharing that with you, because we are in the same circle? And if I come up, I want to see you come up. That's another side effect of slavery. You see what I'm saying? Because when I had Googled the statement, of actually this name of the show, some links that came up, and one of the things that it stated was mental illness. That it really had broken us, and it went through from generation to generation to generation.
Right.
The other thing that
addicts of,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I would just say we like functional addicts of pain. We got such a high threshold of oppression to the point we don't even really know how much pain we really under right now. You know what I'm saying? And how much oppression we under attack. So it's always righteous if somebody's attacking you to defend yourself. You know what I mean? And it's something we can't get around as men. Like, I look at our women and I'm like, why wouldn't you want to fight for that? I had my shortcomings when I had my slavery chip still in, coming from the South. I thought I was King Kong at one point, especially playing sports, but I had to check myself after living around these people. I see it for what it is. You can't expect a dog to act like a cat. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we try to sugarcoat it, and we're not real with our children or our people, and not saying like these people are not human. The conversations that we're talking about how somebody else treated us, and it messed with our confidence to the point we look at the world through how other people see us, and we even judge each other from that. You ain't got no doctorate, you don't need to talk about such and such. You know what I'm saying? But this person sat down and studied something he wanted to share. Take what's right and you leave what ain't. You know what I'm saying? But we don't gotta cut each other down. And even if we do, it's a way to do that. Like, I gotta cut at you, come with the solution to heal that wound that I just created. Sometimes you do gotta break a person down for them to actually hear you. Certain spirits are that strong that you gotta make them wall. You know what I'm saying? For them to actually get it. But you know, at the end of the day, having a conversation about this stuff, it leads to action. People say talking about things don't change anything, but first verbalization of something is your thought. That's your it started as a thought first. So now you verbalize it. After you talk about it for so long, it becomes a way of thinking. Now that's your action. You have to act. So not talking about it like they wanted to. Like they wanted us to stop using the N-word, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And not telling us the science behind that. Like, have you ever said the word and noticed how much heat come out your mouth?
Oh, I can barely hear you. Say that one more time. Oh, you sound better now.
Okay. What did you not? What did you? The last thing you heard? I mean,
it sounded like you were trying to ask me a question, and it sounded like you were fading away afterwards.
Oh, okay. I see we got some more people in the chat. I was just going back and forth with you trying to build.
Oh, okay. Hey, panel. I see TDuck and Calvin. Do you guys want to say anything on the subject before I pick it back up?
No, I just want to say Black Power. You know, how y'all doing?
I'm good.
Oh, that's good. What is the side effect of slavery? Shit. Man, what's not the side effect? I don't know. So I'll just listen and I'll try to add on something if I hear something.
Okay, that's what's up. TDuck, you want to say something?
What's up to the chat and the panel?
What's up, family?
Yeah, the side effects of slavery. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that to myself because y'all know y'all get disgruntled if I start thinking outside the box.
Bill, brother.
Our existence.
No, go in.
Side effect of slavery. But I'll let y'all build.
Bro, we need all hands on deck. We see you suited and booted. We ain't gonna stop that warrior spirit.
Okay. I think that was more towards me. But one of the things that came up when I Google it, it says enslaved Black people were denied a secure, oh shit, the picture disappeared. Bear with me. Okay, enslaved Black people were denied a secure family life because they were property and could